unfortunately, Rose couldn't make it, but we have somebody else instead. Whoa, who could that be if you haven't seen the social media? Here he is, Brian Paige did grow up, I guess.
Yes, it's like on a play when you have an understudy, you're Rose's understudy.
That's right, that's right. We're both whitelighters, so it works.
It works just fine.
So many years of witchcraft and magic. Did you pick up any magic tricks while playing in the series?
You know how to disappear.
I know how to disappear really easy.
No, I mean, we're just happy to still be here after 26 years.
Oh my God. 26 years.
Yeah.
I hate those numbers.
I do too.
But I love it because after 26, look at the amount of people who keep turning up.
A little bit more than 26.
You must have done something magic.
Yeah.
They are full of questions. Their heads are brimming with, like, already people are saying, oh, what is it? So I'll jump in between them. I'll try to go there. We'll try to fit in as many questions as you can. I'm gonna jump in between you here, I guess.
Wow, you're really like crowd surfing. Wow.
I should have.
Wow.
I'm not sure that they would have catched me though.
There's a few big guys.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Hey.
First of all, my condolences to the loss of your friend and co-worker, Shannen.
Thank you.
My question is, what is the best advice you ever gotten and from whom?
Best advice?
That you've ever gotten and whom from? In life or for the series? In life.
In life.
Oh, totally general.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten? And it was definitely from me.
That's right.
So what's the best advice I've ever given you?
Don't go chasing tornadoes.
Absolutely. That is the right answer. That's storm chasing 101.
Believe in yourself.
That's number 2.
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, there's so many.
I feel like I've lectured you so many times. That's all you've gleaned?
Believe in yourself. You're better than you think you are.
Absolutely.
You know?
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. I think believe in yourself. You're better than you think you are. And I think that stuck with me a lot.
Uh-oh. I may have told you that too many times.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. Staying power is a thing. Trust the process is a big thing. Trust the universe. Because there's so many things I know people look back on and they go, oh, this is the reason why that happened. And things that are heartbreaking somehow turn out to be the best thing for you at the time and open new doors. And that's kind of the trust the process thing. It's kind of like every time I get divorced, I find a better husband. It's a true story.
Oh, great, hooray.
Yeah, let's not go into relationship advice with Ollie, because that could be dangerous.
Hi. I first want to thank you for this amazing series. And my question for you is, which was your favorite demon?
Favorite demon? Well, everybody's favorite demon, I think, is Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down. I really love Barbas. I really like the crone because it was Grace Zabritsky, who's just genius, and we were so lucky to have her. Your favorite demon was probably Charisma.
That was a fun one. Yeah.
She is fun.
like when Cole turned into Balthazar.
Michael Bailey Smith.
Yeah. He was just scary.
Who's actually the sweetest guy ever.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's huge and massive and just like a big teddy bear. It's always like the really evil ones that are really good at being evil that are actually the nicest. And it's the cool, calm, collected, good-looking guys that are actually evil underneath.
She's really going for it.
Not pointing at me.
No.
I had some coffee this morning. I don't usually drink it, so that's the problem. Zing, zing, zing.
Hi Brian. Thank you first of all for being here, and I appreciate the time you're giving. My question is, I love on your podcast how you do your favorite Prue moment.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know if you have a favorite Papa and Prue moment, Leo and Prue moment, or even a Leo and Papa moment.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to do because, you know, I realized recently, I was talking to Brian and Drew about being able to continue the podcast or not because it is sort of reliving. And what's funny to me is that I realized she did think she had a lot more time and she was going to be able to do this with us, and she was really excited to do it with us. But I realized that even after that, she had negotiated a rather long contract with iHeart, and I was like, she made sure I would be watching her and talking about her weekly for years to come. Years. So yeah, the only way I could do that, and it was, I came up with the favorite Prue moment of the episode because it's hard not to speak about her or acknowledge it with every episode. So, I don't know, I know my favorite Prue and Leo moment was when you were in the shower. Because that was one of Shannen's favorite moments. And she improvised a little bit.
Yeah, I was so nervous. Oh my gosh.
But you had only known us for like 5 years before that, so why were you nervous?
Because I'd never been naked in front of you or kissed you.
This
Jeez.
is true. Yeah, you were getting it from both sides.
Now I was. But you know, in all of that, and not so much Prue, but Shannen, because I was just so insecure around them because they're so great and trying to stay on. And Shannen didn't make a big deal of it or anything, but looked me in the eye and just said, "You know what, Brian? You're good. Keep doing your thing. That's it. Stop thinking about it, and just let's go back to work." And it was an acknowledgement of, you know, I belong and I'm okay, and it was just enough for me to keep me going and make me feel like I belonged there, and I was accepted, and it really meant a lot. It just meant a lot.
Perversely, you know, I think my favorite Prue and Piper moment was when she was directing the episode where I got shot and she had to direct her own performance of how upset she would be about my death. So it's a really twisted, strange series of events for us, and it's still very surreal to me. It's still not real. Say something funny. Act stupid.
Make point. We'll just move to other questions. Let's maybe I'll get to
Rio, go naked.
Get naked.
Hi, Brian. I don't have a question, but I want to share a little story. As somebody know here, Holly went to Grenoble this year at May, I think. And I was there, and when I got back at my town, I got information that my little, very good friend with me died. Very, very good child friend, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. She was always that kind of girl who wants to play Prue if who plays Charmed, and
How dare she?
yeah, it's like kind of losing both of them at the same time. I just can't feel like how it feels for you guys. I just want to share this story. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to thank you for everything. I'm sorry, I'm a bit emotional because of Shannen.
you know.
Yeah, she's a dick. Dick for not being there.
You're to my favorite.
Thank you.
And Rose too, of course. And the fourth sister. What is your favorite spell? And what is like your funny moment favorite?
Favorite spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite spell. I like the truth spell for the obvious reasons. And the fearless spell, I actually realized recently how great that one is. Not because somebody got it tattooed yesterday. I don't suggest this. This is not an endorsement, but oh, there he is. Hi. It did look really good though. It's not, I'm not encouraging anybody else to do it. Where is she, by the way? That tattoo artist. She's right there. Okay, just wondering. Did you have a favorite spell?
What was it?
When you got to lay on the couch?
That was a pretty good one. No, the one we just went over, I think was really fun with the find a man, find your love spell.
Oh, the perfect guy?
It was kind of funny.
Very well employed?
Yeah, where everybody's all like, oh, hey.
Well endowed.
Hey.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's a good one.
It was fun.
It didn't work out well, though, because that was personal gain.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't do that personally.
No.
Try not to.
Oh.
My inner child is freaking out because I grew up watching Charmed and was obsessed like a madman. But my question is, what was your favorite line, most memorable line from the show?
This whole family needs a shrink. Because they still do. We needed like group family therapy. But wait a minute, no, we tried that. Shannen and I said no, so never mind.
And Brian?
I'll check with the elders. I just leave.
And he
As a fact.
strangely disappears to another family.
I'll be back.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is for you, Holly. So you've brought this character Piper to life, and you showed us so many different sides: the sister, the super witch, the mother, the daughter, the friend, and many more. And I was wondering, which of these sides did you enjoy the most to play on screen?
I think the one I came to understand the most is the dedication to family, because I'm trying really hard not to check my phone right now. All three of my boys are together, it's late at night, it's just chaos. So yeah, I didn't have any kids when I started the show, and then by the time the show was over, I was pregnant with my second son. So that aspect of crew and Piper I didn't totally understand, because I came from, a single mom, and I didn't have a big family, and Charmed and the crew and people like this person were becoming part of my family and part of my daily existence for so long, and apparently still. Okay.
Sorry. And now you have a basket full of them.
I do have a basket full of them. So yeah, that was the one thing I came to understand, that I was sort of winging it, on the show. And that's why, like I always say, Brian held the baby a lot, because I had not held a lot of babies and I didn't want to drop them.
And they're contagious.
Yes, they are contagious.
Hi, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
What I most love, the episode, is when you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And it changed in Leo.
Yeah.
Getting pregnant.
I thought that was fantastic.
Me too.
Yeah.
How was it for you too?
It was because I had to imitate a little, and so it was.
Thought you were actually imitating your real life wife. No.
That's right, I did. That was a fun pregnancy.
Yeah, don't point at me. You got us mixed
That's
up
right.
again.
That was fun. It was fun to pretend. I would never want to be pregnant, though. Oh my gosh.
It's an experience.
Guys, we are so lucky. We would never make it, by the way. We'd never make it.
The human species would not have. Yeah.
It's true.
Hi, my mom here is my mother here is a very big fan. Hi. I have two questions. Number one, what was your favorite episode?
My favorite is Sword in the City, because they gave me a because the boys find it a lot. And actually, my husband just found it, and he said recently, he goes, "Do you realize that's pointing at me?" And I said, "Yes, I do. It means the handle's under here." It's like superstition or something. I was like, please. If I wanted to hex him, it wouldn't take that long. Sorry. I digress.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you do. It's not pointed at you. You're fine.
Your favorite episode?
I always the same, Saving Private Leo, because it says Leo in the title.
It's like the one I got.
It's kind of like out of character for us in that episode because we get to go, well, we did go back in time, but we got to go back to an actual time in history and be like a real TV show.
Yeah, it was one episode where they said they were going to show the audience my character more to make me part of the show, and you know, forever grateful for that. So, and it says Leo in the title.
And didn't I get to meet your actual wife in that one?
Was it that one, or no? Was that the one we went to the reunion? No, not at the reunion.
Yeah. Isn't it the same?
Is it the same one?
I think so.
Let's ask you.
I mean, how many times does your wife show up? It was what? Yeah.
And my
It's a while ago.
And the second question is, what is the stupidest thing you have done or said?
Say that again?
The stupidest thing you said.
That I've said in real life or
In real life.
on the show?
On the show.
On the show? On the show,
I'll check with the elders.
On the show, I said we're screwed a lot. A lot. To the point where I thought, are the writers like, do they have a bet going? Does somebody drink a shot every time I actually say it? Like, is it a drinking game? That I just finally went, you know what, you're gonna have to come up with something else. Because that's enough. We're not screwed.
I have a question for Holly. How many animals do you have and what's all of their names?
Oh my goodness. How many animals do I have at the moment? I believe we have 4 or 5 dogs at the moment. I mean, counting my mother's dog, she's there, kind of works. So we have 2 Lucys. I have a giant Lucy, who's the Saint Bernard, and she has a little like Chihuahua mix that is also Lucy. And I was like, seriously? So now we have little Lucy and Big Boo. Really? Yes. Did you not know this? No. Did you not know my mother moved in with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so did her dog. So yeah, basically 4.5 dogs, because she's little. 4 goats still, 1 horse still, 2 cats. I think that's everybody. Yeah. So far so good. And then the 4 children. Wow. Complete animals.
It's a lot of kibble.
It is a lot of kibble.
All in the back here in front.
Hi, Holly, and hi, Brian.
Hello.
Hi. I saw a lot of your shows. 1, 2, episode 8. And I love them. But my question is, the time that you have to save Leo.
So many times.
Yeah.
So many tears.
This is happened to myself. Because it's my husband. I saved him from a heart attack.
Ah, wow. Congratulations.
And they compare us as Leo and Viper. So I'm going to thank you for that.
I feel like Leo gave Piper many heart attacks.
Oh yes. Because the episode that I love the most is that you were blowing up the whole time.
Yeah.
That's your what up you were in.
You were not good for Piper.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about some of your other lovers.
There were some that were good for Piper.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Like who? Like who? Anyone else?
They're just
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where are you going? Do you want to talk about Dan?
You can have Dan.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, he was a nice guy.
Yes, he is. Got great that storyline would have been?
Well, Leo was gone, and you were vulnerable.
You were frozen.
I was out.
You were frozen in time.
I was out.
I've wanted to freeze my husband's a couple of times.
Yeah, you would have been vulnerable. It would have been a
sad,
reunited.
Needed like a shoulder to cry on.
That's right. Dan is there.
Yeah, always has been.
Yeah.
Solid.
That'd have been nice.
Would have been a good second husband.
Yeah.
Everybody would have hated it.
Well, you never
Yes,
until you try.
Yes. My wife was pregnant and we go to the hospital. I had two notes, one with Phoebe and love with Wyatt. How do you think that people will be inspired by the series? Yeah, the names, first names. Phoebe, one note, and the other Wyatt. What do you think about that will be inspired of the series?
Yeah, did you inspired them with names?
Oh, right.
Yeah, does it happen often to you that you hear we named our child?
A lot.
Yeah?
Not so much here, though. There's no Pipers out there. Nobody has said my dog is named Piper.
There must be some Leos.
No, mostly people name their dog Leo. So they can call the dog Leo. That's what I've never.
And then here another question.
I'm surprised you didn't name one of your dogs Leo.
I could. There's still time.
Hi, my name is Janneke. I first want to thank you because the series really saved my life. I had a really bad childhood and you were like my family, so thank you. And I wanted to ask you, is there witchcraft in your life right now? In real life?
I feel yes. I'm very in tune with the phases of the moon, and I live on an island in the middle of the ocean, so it's a lot of nature and a lot of the tides and stuff like that. So yes, I believe so, and I believe a lot in good fortune and good karma and bad karma, and hopefully, still waiting. But yeah, not you. Why do you have such a guilty conscience?
You looked right at me.
We should think about that. We should talk about it later.
Okay. I believe life is magic. The idea that you could manifest what you want if you believe. And just even getting this show for me was a goal. To get on a show as a potential guest star and then become a regular I had it in my mind. And I thought about it every day. And then it happened. And things like this happen in life when you believe strong enough and you have total faith and you keep going forward and do the work, it appears. And I think for all of us, we all have that magic and that power to manifest the life we want.
And I think that's what spells are. Spells are
truly.
Positive affirmation, sometimes negative, but positive affirmations, which is basically what prayers are. So it's not all that different and not at all not intertwined.
I have two more questions here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Jordan was a big part of my life. I grew up with my sister and the younger sister. I'm the middle one. And I was wondering, were there a lot of pranks behind the scenes, and which one is your favorite prank?
Shannen did a lot of those. She had a lot of energy. Even when she was working, she had a lot of energy to mess around. So yeah, and actually the transportation department played a lot of pranks on her because of it. So, and I think that's what's important to me is that, as you know, it's Sunday, and I do this thing called Shando Sunday because I want people to know her as I did and remember her the way I knew her, and she didn't let a lot of people in, so that's what was so unfortunate. But I can tell you there's not a person on our crew that never said she was the greatest. She was so much fun to work with, and I think it's such an injustice that she was written about the way she was, when she, in real life, in person, she was a very different, fun, fun-loving person. And when I look at pictures now, she was so full of life and joy and so quick to laugh, which a lot of people are not. And she was so quick to want to have a good time or to laugh at the sad things or the unfortunate things. And I wonder if that's an aspect that people have who know their time is limited. It's just a greater appreciation and a willingness to have fun, which is kind of hard to dig up in your daily experience. And she had an ability to do that. I'm not saying you're not fun, BK, but you're not as fun as she was.
I ain't fun around. I'm not fun.
You didn't prank? On the you didn't prank anybody?
Me? No, definitely not me.
You were being pranked.
Very serious.
No, my position in the show was, you know, the girls are the show, and so I never felt it was my position to come in, and it wasn't my set, it wasn't my show. Come in, do my thing, go home. And I had fun while I was there with everyone, but I would never put on the prank.
But I think you retained the most friendships from the crew than any of us did.
I made some good friends from the crew.
Yeah,
sure.
like almost lifelong. It's been a while.
Wow.
They're still talking to you, so they must have liked you.
Al Bala just reached out to me the other day. Yeah.
That's amazing. We have to have all of them on the podcast.
I think I owe some money.
Probably.
And a final question then here.
Yeah, actually, that's a good segue. My question is, because I love your podcast, and it's like the perfect way, I always listen to it when I'm in the car to work. Perfect way to start the day, perfect way to end today. What kind of guests are you hoping to still get on the podcast?
See, I would like to have a lot of our crew members because they have unique stories and they remember more than we do, and they have more behind the scenes stories than we do.
They could get us in trouble.
They could.
Yeah, to tell the truth from the other side, what they witnessed, what it was like making the show, creating the special effects, the hair, the makeup, the wardrobe, how they saw everyone doing it, and you know, it's just a different perspective. I think it would help a lot.
Yeah, I think
You are the fastest.
Yeah, I saw you run. There was no running necessary.
The secret is I've been here all the time.
That's all right.
My little magic trick. Well, you'll be here the rest of the day, both of you, I guess?
We are.
Yes. If they have any more questions, they can just come up to you, don't they?
Be Rose. Say, I'm Rose McGowen.
I'm Rose McGowen.
Thank you, guys.
On coming on.
I'm going to send that to Rose, not to pick her up that.
Holly and Brian from Charles! Thank you very much! All that